Hi, it's Steve from PartSelect. Today we're going to show you how to change the retaining ring on your dryer. All you're going to need is a few hand tools, a pair of retaining ring pliers, 5/16 nut driver, 1/4 inch nut driver, and a Stubby Phillips screwdriver. Let me show you how easy it is. The next step in this repair is to remove the front panel. It's secured in place, 2 Phillips screws located about 1 inch in from either side underneath this lip. And there are 2 retaining clips on the top of the front panel that really all we need to do is tilt the front panel out and disengage those clips. So we'll start with taking these 2 screws out of the bottom of the front panel. Okay, now we have our 2 screws out. It's kind of lifting out on the bottom of the front panel, pulling it forward, and then pulling it down off the top. And here's the 2 clips on the top. Now we can move this right out of the way. Our next step will be to remove these 4 5/16 screws that hold the front bulkhead in place. I'll just pull forward on it, lift up and pull forward. And we've exposed the drum, blower wheel, the retaining ring. Next, we need to remove the 1/4 inch hex head screws that are all around the front of the blower housing. Take those off and then we can pull the housing away. We have 1 remaining 5/16 screw located right beneath the thermostat that holds that blower housing cover to the base. Now we can just lift up on the drum a little bit and the housing will pull right in. Now we have full access, the blower wheel, the retaining ring that holds it in place. Here's where we need our retaining ring pliers. Locate the retaining ring around the center of the motor shaft. And there we have it. To reinstall the retaining ring, put it onto our retaining ring pliers, apply a little bit of pressure to open it up, no more than is needed, and then make sure it fits firmly into the groove on the motor shaft. Now we're ready to reassemble the blower housing to put the cover back on. We want to make sure that this groove that's cut into the plastic portion of that housing is clean. Locate that folded edge in the metal cover into those openings. We'll reinstall all the 1/4 inch screws first. We'll make sure as we put each one in that the cover hasn't slipped out of the housing. 5/16 head screw holds the blower cover to the base. Now we're ready to put the bulkhead back on. To reinstall the front bulkhead, take note of these little tabs. There's 2 on each side, and it'll fit into these holes in the face frame. And that'll allow us to suspend that while we're lining it up. Keep in mind that we need to engage the blower inlet into this felt and make sure that the felt doesn't get folded over. Lift up on the drum a little bit. Make sure our blower inlet is not folded over. And we can reinstall the 5/16 hex head screws. Put one on one side. Line up the hole. Again, we'll check that felt, make sure it didn't move on us. Nope, we're okay there. And the last thing is feel inside the drum where it meets the front bulkhead. Make sure that that felt isn't folded over. That's all lined up. We can tuck our wire harness in behind. Bring our front panel into position. Engage clips on the top of the front panel into a couple of openings in the top panel, just tilting it forward, lifting it up into place, holding it firmly up against the top, and then lower it into position. We'll reinstall 2 Phillips screws. And the repair is complete.